I felt like doing this randomly and just spontaneously because why not? Fuck it. Anyway, got a Sprite. Waiting for viewers to come in. Yeah, we're just basically going to be having random conversations about random topics. I don't really care what it is. I just kind of like talking to people, getting to learn things. You can learn a lot of things from people. So there's that. Hell, I might even play freaking Assassin's Creed while I'm playing this. Got somebody Snapchat me. Sorry about that. That probably went through your headphones. My bad. Yeah, I would like to talk about like science or philosophy, random stuff. Doesn't matter what it is. History for sure. Definitely like history. We got a viewer. What do you want to talk about? Got different topics. Oh, they left. They didn't even say anything. You got to talk to me. You can't just, Okay, now they're back. I don't know if it's the same person, but there was somebody there, and then they disappeared. Very confusing. This is why we talk about anything. I don't know what we're going to talk about. The stream just started, so you'd be the starter of the topic. So whatever you want to talk about, we'll talk about it. Doesn't matter to me. History, science, philosophy, what have you. The state of the world, state of your life story. You can tell me anything. I'm perfectly fine with that. Doesn't really bother me. This channel is about being yourself. So being happy with who you are, giving other people a reason to smile, giving yourself a reason to smile. So, this is a place, this is a stream where you can express yourself in any way you'd like, as long as it's not, demeaning to other viewers, I suppose. Don't be making fun of each other, I guess. I mean, you can playfully, but let's keep it good vibes, just a casual conversation. Like if you were talking to somebody at a bar or somebody at your school or somebody at your work, and since you're talking to me, you're talking to somebody who's actually listening, and hopefully the viewers will reflect that as well. But my viewers are not me, so it won't always work like that. But the fan base does tend to be like their idol, their celebrity, or whatever. I heard some crazy things from Russell Brand about some interesting topics. I definitely I recommend you guys check out Russell Brand's channel for sure. It's fucking awesome. First of all, Russell Brand is awesome. He's just badass. He's super hot. He's got an awesome beard, and he's just super smart. Like he's way more smart than you probably expect, honestly. And he touches on some really interesting topics. So yeah, I watch that shit a lot. Well, talk to me. Is there a way for me to look at comments? I don't know how do you look at comments. What is this? Oh, there's filters. Okay. I'm glowing. I'll do it like that, I guess. Why not? Screw it. Screw it, man. We do what we want. All right. I guess we could share this real quick. Go ahead and share it real quick. All right. We're back. Sharing it real quick. Getting more views. Getting the conversation started. I don't know how to look at I don't know how to look at comments. I don't know if I don't know. I'm pretty sure this person's just watching me. They're not commenting anything, which is okay. Thank you for admiring me. I don't know why you enjoy my face, or maybe you enjoy the topics I'm talking about. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. But thank you for the viewing. I appreciate that. That's very cool of you. Yeah, the world's going crazy, guys. People are some people really severely trust the government, other people don't. I don't really give a fuck either way. I just want people to be, I think it'd be important for people to be educated. Like education should be quite the priority all across, the entire world, really. Knowledge is something that needs to be spread, wisdom, knowledge, human decency, morals, moral values, stuff like that, treating people with kindness and humility. It's very simple. I'm not in the best circumstances. I've been very lucky to have people in my life that I have, pardon me. But yeah, I've always wanted to expand my knowledge. So people I consider wise, I actually take them seriously. And people who I don't consider wise, I take the wisdom that I can filter it out, if you will, like a Brita filter. And if I consider what they're saying wise, then I'll retain the knowledge. If I don't consider it wisdom, then I just kind of forget about it. And that's kind of how the brain works, really. And you choose whichever memories you actually want to remember were pleasant, and then your brain kind of subconsciously suppresses memories that you'd rather not relive or that it doesn't want you to deal with because it causes stress. Stress causes rapid aging. It's bad for your mental health, bad for your physical health, because your mind and your body follow suit. So, whatever is going on in your noggin tends to also show physically, similar to when somebody does a hardcore drugs for a really long time and they start looking like a skeleton, or they get those weird patches and blisters and shit. Like, I don't want to look like that. So I just kind of stuck to, cigarettes, drinking, smoking CBD, stuff like that, legal stuff, and stuff that doesn't affect your brain in a negative way, in ways that helps relax your mental state, help you with anxieties and stuff like that. Those are medicines. And then there are people who take, things that are medicines that are just, substances to get them fucked up. And it definitely, gets the job done, but the side effect is it fucks them up. Like, mentally, physically, it's not really a smart idea. So I don't understand why people do that. I've never quite understood why people do that. I can understand, like, I've been down and felt low and like really depressed, and I am a suicide survivor. But I will say that at the end of the day, there's no reason to destroy your mind or destroy yourself. Because if you end your life right there, how are you supposed to? Or if you ruin your mind so far, you will never see the potential that you could have had. So logically, it just doesn't make any sense. And that's why I'm very supportive of people that are like feeling depressed and stuff like that, and they really want their life to change. You fabricate your own reality. You're in charge of your life. You decide at the end of the day what your destiny is. That's for you to decide. That's why we have free will. That's why, independent thinking is kind of necessary, because you should always question everything. Curiosity spawns intelligence. Intelligence is simply gathering of information. So your knowledge is based on the information that you gather. If you want to gather a bunch of information, be really smart, then you study a bunch of information, study random things all the time, and just constantly be studying. But make sure to live life. You got to live life too, because you got to not only do you have to give your mind a break, but it's good to go on, like, what I do is I go on walks. Like, I'll go walking on trails and check out the birds. I love animals. Check out birds and just say hi to random people. Sometimes you'll have a really cool conversation with somebody you were never expecting. I mean, I was walking on a trail once with a friend, and some dude talked to us about his passion for frogs. And personally, I think frogs are fucking awesome. So that's cool. I meant to say fudging. Definitely said fluck. But there was an L in there. Yeah, but if there is kids watching this, don't say that. But anyway, so going on trails, talking to random people. He was talking about frogs. I've always been into frogs since I was a little kid, so there's always that. Now we got 2 viewers. Hi, that's lit. Talk about, what do you guys want to talk about? But yeah, so there's that, and I like going to the gym. You don't have to go to the gym to work out. I mean, you can literally just do push-ups or crunches in your room, and that's still exercise. So that's a good thing. And if you're gonna study, if you want to have knowledge, it's best to balance your mind and your body. That's the best way to do it. That's how I've done it, and it works really well for me. I can say I've lived a very good quality life, and I still am. I'm very appreciative of the life that I have, and I'm glad that I am a nerd. It's something that I'm definitely very proud of, because nerds rule the fucking world. Everybody knows that. And then the bullies ask you for a job. But that's just how life is. Life is whatever you make it, so it doesn't really matter what people think about how you're living your life. If you enjoy what you do and you are passionate about what you're doing and you want to be successful, if you want to be successful, you will be. It all depends on your determination and what you want to do. So there's that. Yeah, you just have, if you want to reach a goal, you have to work to succeed it. I am Christian, but there's tons of people that claim to be Christians or, Buddhists or whatever, but they don't actually practice their faiths. They don't try and act on them, you know? But like, I don't want other people to think they have to be Christians just to be friends with me. I want you to be yourself. Like, that's my personal preference. But I'm totally cool with people who are into Buddhism because Buddhism is super interesting. Like, there's tons of knowledge in that culture, and I'm kind of obsessed with it, honestly. I'm obsessed with studying cultures, histories, psychology. I literally study everything. I'm obsessed with science and study, and science is literally the study of life. So technically, it'd be the study of everything. So to learn everything, you have to constantly have an open mind. Because if you think you know everything, you know nothing, and you will learn nothing further. And that build up a very big ego, and then knowledge doesn't really go into your noggin. You're kind of like, oh well, that's bullshit because I know everything. And that they're usually the people that think like that are normally like really closed-minded people, super old. They don't have to be old, but just having a closed mind is never a good thing. Thank you for the like. Cheers to that. Sorry about the text. I'm kind of popular. We jumped up to 222 subs, so I appreciate that, guys. That's fucking awesome. And we're still growing, and it's kind of catching me off guard. I'm not used to that much attention. I'm having YouTubers like talking to me and saying they like my content and shit. It's pretty cool. I'm all about that. My roommate has a stream too on Twitch. You guys want to know about that? I could probably mention it in a video or something. I don't know the name of it, but I know he has a badass stream for sure. Because it's my homie Balin. He's fucking awesome. He's been my friend since we were in fucking high school, and since for a good minute, honestly. But yeah, so we've been gamers for a while, and I can tell you that his content is definitely funny as shit. I can tell by hearing him play. It's entertaining. And I've talked to some of his friends online. They're pretty cool too. I love gamers. Gamers are fucking awesome. We're complicated individuals, but at the end of the day, we are ultimately very interesting. Plus, we have good reflexes because I don't know if a lot of you know this, but playing video games is actually really good for hand-eye coordination because basically, your hands are working with your eyes on a screen. They're reacting to pressing different buttons and stuff like that. And you can apply that in sports. And that's one of the other things that I do to balance my mind and body is doing sports. Along with the walking on trails, I guess you could say. I get that from track because I was in track when I was in school. I did football, track, baseball. What else here? Baseball. What else did I do? I did a little bit. I did like archery. I did outdoor education in Pea Ridge, so that was really cool. Yeah, so like try new things, go out and shoot a bow, you never know what skill you have until you try it out. And you can only develop a skill if you practice it. So really you could have tons of skills and master them all. It just depends on how well you can split your focus and divide your attention and try and take time to master things and always come back to them. Just keep on practicing them and you'll perfect them. Really, it's just muscle memory takes over at that point. You have to just have confidence in your muscle memory, and you'll be astounded at what you can achieve. So there's that. There's tons of things that I'm always thinking about. Y'all, send me comments. Let me know what you're thinking. I like talking to you guys. I don't know how the comment section really works on this because, I haven't seen any comments yet. But we did get a like. We have had 2 viewers come through, so that's pretty lit. There's probably still there. I've noticed a lot of live streams. They'll say that there's no viewers, but the viewers are still there, and they're like, "Hey, I'm still here," and you'll hear them in the comment section. It's kind of funny, but I'm surprised it still does that because, like, YouTube has been around for a long time, so I don't see how they haven't been able to fix that yet. That doesn't really make any sense. I'd consider it procrastination, a little bit of laziness, but there's always room for improvement, and when people stop improving on things, then they don't really grow. They just kind of stay where they're at, stagnant. And that's kind of that's wasteful, There's so much wasted potential in life, and it's very frustrating. there's ways to counter that, but the only way to counter that would be if we actually work towards that goal. But most people aren't really focused on goals like that. They're focused on just really stupid, minuscule stuff. Temporary things that aren't even close to revolutionary. Like I would really like to see a new revolutionary period where we grow in ways that we would never be able to process, because the things that we've achieved in our time would be mind-boggling to people. Like not even that long ago, they'd be like, "What the? No way! You guys are aliens." But we're not. We're just really smart humans, and I feel like we're holding ourselves back. So I'm looking forward to the day that humanity stops holding themselves back and actually tries to, use their brains and see what they're capable of and educate themselves and work towards goals instead of expecting success to just fall out of the sky, because that's not how it works. You have to chip away at it, and eventually you get your goals. I think that's something that Juice WRLD said. I know that's probably cringy, but he had a lot of wisdom to say as well. And nobody's perfect, so even if Juice WRLD had flaws, you have flaws too. Everybody has flaws, so there's no reason to be judging anybody for anything, except for murder and being a pedophile or killing children or killing people for no reason. That's a little bit much. But for those people who are just a little bit quirky and stuff like that, there's no reason to be worried about that. Everybody's crazy and weird in their own way. Just once you get older, you find out a way to be disciplined and have manners with it. But that takes time. It takes time. It takes practice, and life can make that really difficult sometimes because it just depends on what you're going through. But you determine how you react to it. So you can make yourself really disciplined, really mature, and have a lot of patience if you just teach yourself that discipline. That's another skill. Skills are, you can develop any skill you want if you work to develop it. It's very simple. But anyway, I wasn't planning on having a really long live stream, but I definitely wanted to see if there was anybody wanting to check it out and have some conversations. And I've kind of run out of things that I can randomly spat out about. But in future streams, guys, feel free to comment and talk to me about things you want to talk about. I really like conversation and talking to new people, getting people's different perspectives from their lives, their experiences. It's very interesting to me. I find people to be very cool. Sometimes they're a little creepy and kind of scary, but sometimes they're a little bit overbearing. But people are really cool at the end of the day. We're just complicated creatures, and that's just how it is. But yeah, so keep on smiling, keep on giving other people a reason to smile. Thank you guys for joining me today. There should be, I don't know if this will be a past broadcast or not, but be sure to leave comments, and I should be able to I can reply to your comments. I'm not a super famous YouTuber, and I reply to basically everybody. So send me your comments about your thoughts about different things, and we'll talk about it, and we'll just carry the conversation onto the comment section, I guess. And keep on smiling, keep on giving other people a reason to smile, and drink Sprite and water. You want to be healthy with a dash of healthier soda. Krzysiek, what? Boy.